Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have something a little different for you guys, something that I've never done here on my channel, but it is a highly requested video. We are going to tap into my design process for how I plan, design, and transform my makeovers. You guys have seen a few different bedrooms in our home, my daughter's bedroom, a shared nursery for my little ones, our primary bedroom, which I'm still head over heels for, and recently our kitchen. Now it's time to shift the focus onto our main living space. I just have not been loving it for a very long time. We've done little upgrades here and there throughout the 3 years of living here, but I just don't love it. I have an itch to switch and we are just ready to transform this space. We have an open floor plan with the kitchen directly across from the main living room. With that space being newly renovated, it just didn't feel cohesive with our living space now, and I felt like the space needed some tweaking. I get so many DMs, emails, comments asking for help with your space. I am by no means a professional. I am not a professional at all. I just do what I love and what I feel like will work for my home and my family. So my process works for me and my home. You can just take some inspiration wherever you want to. And to share with you guys my design process, I'm going to be using Milanote. Thank you to Milanote for sponsoring a small portion of today's video. But you guys, I have truly fell in love with this design tool. It is free, and I am going to be referencing back to it here and there. I have my laptop here in front of me, and I'm going to go over a few of my boards that I've created and share with you guys my vision and how I came up with it. I started pre-planning my projects last year, and I take my time with it. I pick out every single detail, and it's been a great way for me to avoid buying and returning things that don't work out, or just walking into a store and buying whatever I feel like is cute, and when I get home it just doesn't work. I've stopped that completely, and when I am working on a space, I know what I want and I execute that, and I am 100% happy with all of it. So I have not touched my master bedroom yet. My daughter's bedrooms, same. I still love them and they love them as well. So we have not touched them. The kitchen has been just an absolute blessing for my family and I. So again, Milanote is a free design tool and it allows me to bring my vision to life. So I am going to pre-plan this entire project with you guys. I've already done that. The project is complete, but I'm gonna go over everything with you guys, and at the end of the video give you guys a little sneak peek of my makeover. It's gonna go live after this video. I'm really excited for it because it looks so good, you guys. Every makeover that you want to do or space that you want to work on, there's always a reason why. Whether you bought a new rug and it's kind of created a domino effect and you want to start changing everything else, or you want to paint your walls and then you also have a domino effect. That's kind of what happened here. With every design project, I pick one focal point, and whether for you it's a paint color that you're painting your walls, a new rug, new furniture, even a decor piece that might have inspired you for the entire project. For me, it is my accent chairs from Castlery. They are a teddy fabric. They're brown, but a muted taupey brown, and I felt like it might clash with a rug that I get. So I had to be very, very specific with finding a rug, and I'm gonna get into that later. I'm gonna quickly link these chairs for you guys here. So beautiful. I love the link feature. You can just copy paste the link and it will add the link for you if you wanted to directly shop whatever you're looking for. You just click on the link, and it also has a picture of it, so you're not just staring at a link and you don't know what it is. Aside from a focal point, I love to build a mood board. I'm sure you guys have all at one point built a mood board. If you haven't, what are you doing? It is such a beautiful process. It makes everything so much easier, and you can really get a clear vision of what it is that you're looking for. I've already created my mood board, so I'm gonna create a mood board 2.0, and that way I can build this with you guys. For your mood board, you're gonna want some inspiration pictures. I would say for your mood board, at least have 5 pictures. I know a lot of you like to use Pinterest, and so do I, but the thing about Pinterest is you kind of start to see the same pictures over and over and over again. So what I started doing differently is going to my favorite designer sites and looking at their catalog, or looking at just a decor piece and how they styled it. That can be a great inspiration. Or a piece of furniture that you love, that you want to take inspiration from. You can always screenshot, save those pictures, download whatever you want. So I'm gonna add all of my pictures. The best part is, when you want to create a mood board, you already have a template here for you. So I'm gonna scroll down to more templates and go to interior design, and you have a design template that you just could start adding pictures to. It's so easy to use and I love that. So now that I've added all my pictures, I can start picking out a color palette. And just by looking at my pictures, obviously you can tell that I love browns and neutrals and taupey colors. So I'm gonna use the color swatch feature. I love this feature. You can just hover over your picture to see what color it is that stands out to you, and you can make that a color swatch. And that's how you build your color palette. If you are starting off with a more broader vision and something that isn't as precise as I am starting off with, I am going to challenge you to download, save at least 10 pictures from, whether it's Pinterest, your favorite designer sites, wherever you want to get inspiration pictures from. Save those, add them to the board. Just look at your board and analyze what sticks out to you the most, what colors are in common, what is it that stands out to you about these 10 pictures. And what I do is I start to slowly eliminate, trying to group into different colors. So trying to narrow down my color palette to 3, and also comparing the pictures. So just by looking at my mood board, I can tell that I want a lot of pattern with textiles and fabrics. I love big lamps because a few of these pictures have big lamps. I also want a big artwork. I want a big tree, beautiful drapes, lots of different wood tones. I see some antiques, some new stuff in here. So that already tells me that I need to look for a big artwork, a large lamp, and a round end table, because I see a lot of round end tables here, and also a mix of new and old decor. So as long as you look at your mood board and you can point out 3 things in common between all pictures, then you've kind of got your vision together, and your space does not have to be exactly the way your mood board looks. This is just for inspiration, so you know what direction you're going in, and to figure out your color palette. So I know my color palette, I know what I'm going for. I mentioned that one thing I really want to change out is our fireplace. It's just outdated. Also, my built-ins kind of are starting to look a little basic builder grade. I just feel like they don't stand out, or they don't look as custom as I'd like them to look. So one thing that I really wanted to compare was either doing a wood look on my built-ins or just painting them a beige. So I have here on my fireplace board, but I do love the way the colored cabinets look compared to the wood look. So I already know, just by having the 2 inspiration pictures side by side, that I know what I want. For my fireplace, I wanted something with a slim profile, something that I could paint, and something that I wouldn't have to rip out the granite stone that's underneath. I just want to take out the wood trim and replace it. That way it's a little bit more budget friendly for us. I want a more contemporary look. So our home is very traditional. It has a lot of traditional trim, the wood trim, the doors, it's all very traditional. We haven't changed out a lot of stuff. And if I want to add a little bit of modern in it, it's to add cleaner trim. So that's what I want to do. And yeah, this is my overall feel for the fireplace. Spoiler alert, it looks amazing, you guys. I absolutely love it. So those are my 2 mood boards, one for an overall vision and feel and vibe with the color palette that I want to go with, and also for my fireplace that we are demoing. Now let's move on to a really cool feature that I really love. It's called product list. So if you're like me and you have a never-ending list of things you want to buy, things you want to save, things that you love, but you just don't know where to save it, I usually always text it to myself, but now I could just save it on a mood board for that specific room I'm working on, and I love it. You can access Milano on your laptop or on your app on your phone, and I just love that. You can save the link that will take you directly to the item, and it also has a picture of it. I love that so much. I know I wanted some really beautiful pillows. I'm gonna go to Colin and Finn. That's where I love getting my pillows from. On my board, I already have a stripe and a floral. Let's maybe go for something like a plaid. I love mixing stripe, floral, and plaid. That's a really good pillow combination. It's gonna add such great color to my all white couch. So I'm gonna just copy this link and paste it over here to my board, and boom, I have the link and I have the picture of what I want. So this helps me keep track of what I'm buying, what I want to buy, and also helps you with a budget. So if I wanted to buy a few decor items and I don't know what my overall total is, I add it up, I see if it's in the budget, add, remove, and move some things around. And I really love the product list feature. It's really good because I don't have to text myself links all the time anymore. I also wanted to create a to-do list. I think that having a to-do list or some kind of checklist is really great. So I'm just going to add one here. And the main thing for me creating a to-do list is because for my makeover, I'm partnering up with a few different brands, and I want them to look at this vision board and see what it is that I'm working on. I want them to know, just by overall looking at this entire project board, and they see building a new mantle, painting built-ins on my to-do list, and then when they click on my Fireplace mood board, they know what's going on. So I love that I can also share this and get feedback from my brand partners so we can have a successful partnership. I love that. Let's get into my layout because I really love to just get in here. So I can start off with a template. I'm not going to because I just like to move things around and add as much as I want to. Let's first add some rugs. Okay, so now that I've added all of my rugs, I have 3 rug options. One that's very taupey, muted brown, has some chocolates, taupes in there, and a little bit of blue, which I do not mind. Another one is the striped one. I really love stripes right now. I don't know what it is. It's a little more simple. And this third one is also a vintage inspired Loy rug, but it has a lot of terracotta in it. I saw some customer photos of this and it looked really good in their pictures. Do not know if I can get around the terracotta. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my accent chair just to see how it looks next to these rugs. I'm also going to add my couch and some decor pieces. So just by looking at my chair next to the rugs, I already know that the striped one is just not going to work. It might clash. I just don't know how I feel about that look. I'm down to my 2 vintage inspired looks. I don't love the terracotta. So we have 3 rugs, we've eliminated 2 and we're down to 1. And I think that this one will look perfect. You guys are gonna have to see. I think this one is gonna be perfect. And this one is going to, so our walls are Sherwin-Williams Snowbound. It's a creamy white, and I do not want to paint any of the walls in that space. I want to keep everything as a blank slate. That way, any colors that I add, I could just switch out through the seasons if I wanted to. If I get tired of all of my browns, I could just switch out my pillow covers, my throws, and a lot of my decor is fairly neutral. So I know that my board is mainly a lot of browns and taupes, but it's nothing that I can't really switch out very easily. I'm not going to get into how I shop for decor because I feel like it's a really personalized experience. I can do a shop with me like online and how I browse and look for items if you guys would like, but I really think it's a personalized experience and it's something you have to have an eye for and know what you're looking for and know what you want. So I don't know how to really get into that. I just know when I'm shopping for decor, I want things to work during the fall, during the summer, during the spring, and during the winter. I believe in creating a space that works for you and your family and that's functional for you and not just aesthetic. I always, with every project that I start with, is thinking about my kids because I do have little ones, and I always think about how is this chair going to work with my kids? How is this couch going to affect living space with my kids? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and took some sort of inspiration or guidance from this video. I don't know if it's any help. I tried my best to explain a little bit of my process, but my process is custom to me and to my home. So if it works for me, it may not work for you, and just keep that in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will leave Milla Notes link down below. Highly recommend you try them out. It is a free design tool and I'm sure you guys will love it as well. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of today's video. If you have any questions or suggestions, I would love to hear them. I will see you guys in my next video, and here is the sneak peek of my makeover.